Hello, everybody. I'm back, and today I have a new topic. The topic is before I start this topic, remember that this is only for certain types of people. And if you're not that certain type of person, then you should click off this video. Anyways, proceeding. The topic of today is, can you take on a 10-inch transformer? I was chilling out, right? I was watching some transformer scenes. I was reminiscing on how amazing they were. I don't know how the CGI was so good in movies that were from like 2007, but it was crazy. And I was thinking to myself, there's so many like easily transformers. Most transformers don't even find humans really much of a threat. But I was wondering to myself, because obviously a transformer could easily take on a human being. But what if that transformer was 10 inches tall? So I'm going to give a hypothetical. Say you're having a nice birthday party, right? And I come in, oh, happy birthday, friend. I have a gift for you. You're like, oh, what's the gift? I say, open it. And you open the gift. And inside the gift is a little 10-inch Optimus Prime. And he says, let's roll out. And then he jumps out of the box and he runs and he hides somewhere in your house. And now, to protect your family, you have to defeat and kill this 10-inch Optimus Prime. So, it sounds like a stupid question. Probably sounds like, oh, wow, why would that even matter? I could probably just kill him easily. But you have to remember, there could be advantages to a transformer being 10 inches tall. Already, it has the advantages of being a transformer. But now it's 10 inches tall in your home. So, I had to think to myself, could I really do it? And could the general population really take on a 10-inch transformer if needed be? So to start, you have to really think about the stats, like what can a 10-inch transformer really do? First things first is that I think transformer would have way better mobility because it's a transformer, right? They already can transform into vehicles and get around pretty fast. But now imagine it can do that, but it's 10 inches tall. So the road that it used to be before is now the road in your house. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but it can pretty much just drive anywhere in your house. And it'll probably drive, like, I don't know if you could outrun a 10-inch car with like a real life engine. But I assume you can't. So it has the advantage of speed on you. The advantage of stealth, I don't know. The thing about it is that obviously transformers are trash at stealth. I guarantee they cannot, like, they're not ninjas, right? Like, they don't care about being stealthy. They're transformers. Just even them like blinking makes a sound. Like, everything they do makes noise. So I think they could hide, but at the same time, if they tried to transform or they tried to run or something like that, I feel like it would be quite obvious where the location is, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, if I was in my room and I heard a tiny, tiny transforming sound in my basement, I would know, okay, he's in my basement. So they have the ability to hide, but they create a lot of noise. So they can hide on you, but you can hear them. So you have the advantage that you can hear them. The next thing that they have, obviously, though, is the biggest thing, is that they have like cannons and guns and turrets and swords and lasers. So yeah, you got to deal with that. The thing about it is, I don't know how to scale being hit by a cannon or a rocket or a turret, but like scale to the size of like 10 inches. I guarantee it would obviously still cause me damage, but I don't know if it's lethal damage. So I think that could be avoided if you're prepared, as in armor, maybe a katana. What else would you need? A hammer would actually come in again really in handy. A hammer, a bat, maybe a bunch of mouse traps, glue traps. Oh, you know what? A glue trap would do good, because if a transformer gets in a glue trap and then it tries to transform with a bunch of glue stuck all up in its parts, it's not going to transform. Or it's going to transform, it's going to be stuck like a car, right? You know what? This whole time I was thinking I would probably lose against the transformer. But if I had a little bit of prep time, I realized a really big flaw. Like in the middle of talking about all this, I realized a really big flaw. I was going to conclude that I could not take one on, but I didn't really take in that I could set up like a glue trap. Because what can a transformer do with glue on a large scale? You know what? Now that I think about it, why was that never an idea in the Transformer movies? Why did nobody ever think, like, let me just create a bunch of glue and just spray them with glue? Like Gorilla Glue? If you just sprayed like, even just, not even like everything, if you just sprayed like a part of it, like its arm with Gorilla Glue, it can't transform anymore. Or if it does, it will just get stuck. Wow, I just discovered a huge weakness about Transformers. Wow, Transformers are weak, actually. Okay, they're not weak, obviously, but I could definitely, if you gave me glue, like a backpack full of glue and like a gun attached to it, I could maybe even take on like a 20-inch Transformer, to be honest. That is a really, wow, that's interesting. So you could actually take on a 10-inch Transformer, I think. I'm about 98% sure you could take on a 10-inch Transformer. If you have at least 3 hours of prep time and you had armor and glue, I believe you could take on a 3. It's just a matter of really finding it before it finds you. To be honest, you know what? You also have time on your hands too, because you don't want to fall asleep with the 10-inch Transformer running around, you know, trying to kill you. Well, then again, I never said it was like, obviously, an Optimus Prime. Maybe I should have said a Decepticon instead of Optimus Prime. Like Megatron. If I bought you a Megatron, not Optimus Prime, he would be a real threat. But you know, just slap the little idiot with some glue. Honestly, if I really caught it in a glue trap, I would keep it as a pet. That'd be pretty funny. And like, I would it would be stuck with like a bunch of super glue. And you know how like nail polish remover removes super glue? If it's like if the little Megatron is nice to me, then I'll give it like a little bit of nail polish remover. And the nicer it is to me, the more nail polish remover it gets. But if it's being a dickhead, then I'll I'll put more super glue on it. Oh my god, that'd be crazy. A little Megatron pet. Man. Anyways, to conclude, you can take on a 10-inch Transformer if you have about 3 hours of prep time and a lot of super glue. Alright, well, that was the end of my talk for certain groups, certain types of people. I hope that you're all having a pleasant day and that your days will continue to be pleasant. As always, goodbye.